Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. And a number of you sent this study into me. It was disseminated by the Associated Press. And it goes to the heart of many of the things we talk about on this program. Let me read it to you. Marrying for money, it turns out, works. A study by an Ohio State University researcher shows that a person who marries and stays married accumulates nearly twice as much personal wealth as a person who is single or divorced. That's not as good as it sounds. Listen to the rest. For those who divorce, it's a bit more expensive than giving up half of everything they own. They lose, on average, three-fourths of their personal net worth. You understand, you know what net worth is. You lose three-quarters of it in a divorce, on average. Jay Zagorski, whose study divided married couples' assets as so they could be compared with singles, said getting married for a few years and then getting divorced is clearly not the path to financial independence. Truer words were never spoken. Says here, Zagorski, a research scientist at OSU's Center for Human Resource Research, tracked the wealth and marital status of 9,065 people from 1985 to 2000. Those people have been participating in the National Longitudinal Survey of Youth, which has repeatedly interviewed them about various aspects of their lives since 1979. Also questions them on a regular basis on how to pronounce the word longitudinal. The participants are now 41 to 49 years old, making them the youngest of the baby boomers. Zagorski cautioned that results could be different for older and younger Americans who have faced different attitudes about marriage, divorce, and living together without marriage. Zagorski's study, which is published in the current issue of the Journal of Sociology, defines wealth as the total value of a person's assets, such as real estate, stocks, and bank accounts, minus liabilities such as mortgages. Zagorski said, divorce looks like one of the fastest ways to destroy your wealth. David Popenoe, co-director of the National Marriage Project at Rutgers University, said people become more economically productive after they marry. He says they work harder, they advance further in their job, they save more money, and maybe invest more wisely. That's because one can speculate they are now working for something larger than themselves. They're working for a family. One can also speculate the following. Men marry women who like spending money rather than saving or investing it. They are spending less time looking for sex because they're not getting it from strangers, and they're certainly not getting it at home. So they might as well go out and work more hours, be more creative, come up with more ideas. Might as well do all that. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a relationship that was going downhill. And suddenly I found myself working to all hours. I wasn't lying and saying I was working. I really was working. Because if I wasn't coming home and getting stooped on a regular basis, might as well stay out, work, make more money. Might as well feel creative. Might as well feel productive. When I am unmarried and unencumbered, I don't work as hard. I don't have to work as hard. because I'm not paying for all the cute little things she saw in the store window that she had to have. So cute. This stuff is so cute. Look at that. It's cute. Today's cute is tomorrow's crap, but most women never figure that out. They just spend their money on the cute stuff. Or, better yet, they spend your money on the cute stuff. So many of you boys end up having to work more hours just to pay for her desire to spend as much as possible. The fact that you work more and make more when you are married doesn't necessarily mean you are building wealth. You're accumulating useless goods that fill the shelves of your garage, the shelves of your closets, little knickknacks and bric-a-bracs around your house. That's what you're spending money on. And I guess all that stuff will be counted in your net worth, but it's essentially useless. Don't you think? It says here, Zagorski showed that single people slowly accumulated wealth during the study, going from a medium of $1,500 at the start to $10,900 in the 15th year. Married people accumulated wealth much faster, accumulating 93% more than single or divorced people over the life of the study, Zagorski said. Yeah, because when you're not married, you eat out, you need more clothes, you travel more, and you're having more fun. Bottom line. And in the case of women, they didn't break this down according to gender as far as I could see here. Women spend money trying to find a mate. They spend money on clothing, shoes, accessories, travel to places where unmarried people congregate. They run up big credit card bills, figuring one day Prince Charming rides in on the white horse and pays off the Visa bill. I'd be willing to bet that if you really broke out the numbers, you'd see men with positive net worth and women with debt. Not that all men would have positive net worth. There are men who have debt, too. But I'd bet that most men who have debt, the debt is attributable to spending on women, trying to get women, hold on to women, keep women happy, shut them up. And women just spend money on their own. They're into spending. Very few women into saving and investing, and most of those are fat and fugly, and they know no man's ever going to pay their bills. Bottom line. Says here, people who divorced starting losing net worth 4 years before their divorces were final, Zagorski said. He said that could be because they had separated before divorcing, forcing them to support two households. I say it's because when you know the marriage is over, you're not saving or investing for anything anymore. You're not saving for the future. You can't even see the future. All you know is you're going to go through some prolonged legal battle of some kind, and all that money's going to go out the window anyway, so I think people start spending it without thinking about how much they're spending or what it's doing to their financial health. They just don't care anymore. I think the minute people think the marriage is over, they stop paying close attention to where their money is going. How do I know? Because I've been married and divorced 4 times. That's how I know. Don't ask me how I know. I know. It says here, the study found that men, here's a shocker, men fared better than women after divorce. No surprise there. Men after divorce had 2.5 times the wealth of women. What a shocker. Over dollars, it added up to a difference of only $5,124. That's because Americans don't save or invest enough, period. In his study, Zagorski wrote, while men come out slightly ahead, divorce destroys wealth dramatically for both sexes. That's what he said. Many of you sent this study in to me. And the bottom line, boys, is, look, no matter how little you have now, you'll have less if you get married and get divorced. There's no point in getting married. There's nothing in it for you. I don't care how much wealth you build when you're married. What are you going to do with that wealth? she's going to spend it. You're not going to spend it. What are you going to do with that wealth? And if you get divorced, you're going to lose 3/4 of it anyway. You're better off not getting married. There's nothing in it for you, boys. Nothing. This is more empirical evidence that you are better off staying unmarried, not giving her the keys to your vault, not giving her your ATM card, not giving her the key to your house, not giving her, putting her name on your real estate. You are just better off that way. Don't you agree?
Tom Leykis.
Come on.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
How are you today?
Do you care?
Yes, I do, because I don't want you to rip me a new one because I don't agree with you on what you say.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Tiffany on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tiffany.
How are you?
Do you care, Tiffany?
No.
Then why do you feign interest in how I'm doing?
Oh, I love you, Tom.
You know, I am merely a switchboard operator. I pick up the phone and you start blabbing, then you hang up. And you know what? If I left here next week and they put somebody else on in this time slot, you'd call him. You'd say, yeah, Bill, I love your show. I mean, Tom was okay, but you're even better.
No, I love you, Tom.
Yeah, I know. You tell me that now.
Well,
I know how it works in radio. One day they take you off the air, and the next guy comes on, and everybody acts like nothing ever happened. Oh, Steve, I love your show. I agree with everything you say. They don't care.
That's totally true.
I know it's. Believe me, Tiffany, I know my position in the food chain. I'm well aware.
I'm sure you do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, what I called to talk about was about your subject you were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Your money?
That annoying thing. Yes, that subject.
Yeah. I think you're very right, except I want to take your step a little further. I don't even think the men should get married if they want to keep their money.
Well, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Men should not get married.
I met my boyfriend 3 years ago, and he had more money than I did. I had negative money, and he paid my bank account. I didn't even ask him to, but he ended up doing it.
Stupid.
And now he has no money.
I'll bet. How much are you giving him?
None.
None?
None.
See that?
I think I pay for food twice a week, maybe.
Yeah, uh-huh. What does he do for a living?
Oh, he's a server.
He's a server.
Yeah.
Where, like Chili's or Bennigan's or one of those?
Fridays.
Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
So his job is to get the potato skin order right.
There you go. Yep.
That's
But the money
great.
he gets from it, I spend it all, so.
That's wonderful.
Or I should say he spends it all on me. I don't even have to ask.
Right. So you're not planning on owning a house with him or anything like that. You're just planning on spending his money ruthlessly.
Well, I'm not planning on it, but I'm sure it'll happen.
What will?
Me spend all of his money.
I see. Now, you're 21, dear. Why do you need a boyfriend?
Oh, I don't know. I love him, though.
You love him.
He's great to me.
How did you meet him? You met him over a strawberry daiquiri at Fridays?
Oh, no, I wasn't 21. I was 18 when I met him.
He was, and you had fake ID, and the rest was history.
I met him through mutual friends.
Through mutual friends, I see.
Yes.
And one of his friends said, I know this broad who'll spend everything you had. He said, let me at her.
Just about.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. They didn't say that. I thought he was hot, and so I went for him, and we're hanging out at the same place.
And what do you do for a living, darling?
I work at Fridays with him.
Oh, you work at Fridays also?
Yeah.
What do you do there?
I'm a server also.
You're a server at Fridays.
Yes.
Now, do you two go to school or anything?
I go to school.
What are you studying? Don't say beauty school. Oh, psychology. I see. And what do you plan to do when you grow up?
I'm not sure yet.
That's my point, dear. You know how
the mind.
You know what they say? Psychology is the last refuge of a scholastic scoundrel.
Yep.
When you can't decide what to major in, you major in psychology.
There you go. It's very broad.
Which will be for a broad like you. And what's amazing is that it will do you absolutely no good because you have no interest in being a psychologist.
Nope.
So you're essentially marking time until the condom breaks.
Hopefully that won't happen because I don't have sex, but yeah.
You're a virgin?
I'm not a virgin, but I don't have sex with my boyfriend.
Why not?
Because we don't want to get pregnant.
That's it?
Yeah.
So who's he having sex with?
So it's okay.
So let me understand this. He's how old?
He's 26.
26, and he doesn't have sex.
Nope.
What about does he have sex with one of the other servers or something just to relieve the stress?
No.
So he has given up sex in order to have you as a girlfriend?
No, actually, I kind of gave it up for him.
He asked you to give it up?
No, but we don't because he's more worried than I am, I guess.
Well, he should be. The two of you don't have two nickels to rub together. You can't have a child.
I know.
Ever heard of birth control? Probably can't afford that either.
Oh, I can, but there's no point if we're not going to have sex.
Well, if you were using birth control, you could have sex, right?
Probably.
I mean, was he a Mormon or something? What's the deal?
No, his family's really Christian, and so he's brought up with that. So.
I see. Has he ever had sex? Is he a virgin?
No.
Well, who did he have sex with?
Well, he's had people before me, I believe.
He did what with people?
He's had a few partners.
Oh, he's had people. I thought you said the F word. He's had sexual partners before you.
Yes.
So why did he decide to give up sex with you?
Well, I don't know. It's a good question.
Let me understand, you wanted to have sex with him.
What?
You wanted to have sex with him.
Yeah.
And he said no.
Well.
Because now that he's had sex with other people, he's become a Christian.
Well, before, yeah.
And why, dear, if I may ask, would a healthy 21-year-old like yourself want to get into a relationship with a man who doesn't want to have sex?
Oh, I didn't know that when I first got together with him.
But you could have stopped it right there. No sex. Nice knowing you, pal.
Oh, I like him. He treats me like a princess.
Yeah, but
I don't need to have sex with him for it.
Aren't you horny?
Yeah, but, we work it out.
You work it out?
Yeah.
And what, are you going to marry this guy?
Probably later.
And you're going to do without sex in the meantime?
For now.
What if he's a lousy lay?
Well, then that's a problem. We'll work on it.
Yeah, but you'll already be married to him at that point.
That's okay. I'll fix him.
Oh, yeah. You'll fix him.
Think they can fix
That's what all women think, yes. Women love to buy fixer-uppers.
It's just what we do.
Yeah,
Even though it usually never works.
Well, it almost never works. Women love those shows, like Extreme Makeover and The Swan, and they used to like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But the bottom line is, in the real world, you can't change a man.
Oh, I know it, but somehow we always seem to like...
Anyone who tells you that he suddenly discovered religion after he's had sex with other women, and for that reason he doesn't want to have sex, chances are the other women were not satisfied.
Well, I don't know how many times he had sex, but he's been Christian his whole life.
Oh, so he was sinning at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
He's decided not to sin while he's with you.
There you go.
By the way, how Christian is he? There he is doling out margaritas and daiquiris all night long. What's the Lord think about that?
He's a good church boy.
He is?
Yes.
So doling out all that booze, God's okay with that?
Yeah, I guess so.
I see. And you're just willing to put up with not getting serviced.
Yep. I deal with it. I'm not worried about it.
And you spend all his money.
Yeah.
What a great relationship the two of you have.
It is, isn't it odd?
I'll tell you. Just wonderful. What I wouldn't give to have a girlfriend I can't have sex with who spends all my money. And she works alongside me as a server at TGI Fridays. That's the life. You two are living La Vida Loca. I'll tell you what.
I'm a server at TGI Fridays.
A what?
A the hottest server at TGI.
Oh, you're the hottest server at TGI, right? You look good in those candy-striped outfits they have you wear there.
Oh, we don't have those anymore. We have, like, spandex red shirts now.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
With little smears of cheddar cheese on the front that fell off the potato skins.
Ew, I would hope not.
Little blots of strawberry puree from the daiquiris and the margaritas.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I bet you look great in that.
I do.
And is he the hottest male server at TGI Fridays?
Oh, yeah.
And one hot Christian server.
Yep. Exactly.
That's great.
Well, he's a good boy. When I met him, he looked like a bad boy, and now he's a good boy.
What do you mean he looked like a bad boy?
Well, you know, he had the earrings and the tongue ring and everything, but he really just turned out to be a good Christian boy and wouldn't hurt a fly, but he looked like he was going to
he was banging the crap out of every broad in town.
I don't know about that, but you never know.
Oh, yeah. Then he met you. Oh, I'm religious now.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just not into you. Huh?
I've been with him for 3 years, so I know him.
Yeah, you do, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hang on a second here. Brandon, what did you want to say to Tiffany?
She keeps on saying that her boyfriend is a Christian. He's not Christian. He's gay. It's a cover-up that they're doing. They're playing it straight so he can act like he's straight. I mean, you hear her laughing and cackling. She ain't no good-looking waitress. She's fat. It's a deal that they both have on each other to make each other look good.
All right. Well, this is the radio, so you can't tell anyways, so.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you said that he wasn't having sex with you, but so who are you having sex with?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I've had sex before him.
Obviously knowing Jenny Craig.
Oh, that's
boy.
mean.
Just hear
I've
how
never
you
been on
sound.
Jenny Craig.
I mean, you keep on saying he's a Christian boy. It sounds more like he's a good gay boy.
All right, well, whatever. I'm trying to give you guys advice.
You're trying to give us advice? Why would we want to take advice from people who don't have sex?
That's a good question, Tom. But it's on money, so.
You should give out what location you work at so we know to stay away from there.
North Scottsdale Fridays.
North Scottsdale, TGI Fridays. You go right in there, and you can see just look for the hottest server in there.
Well, self-pronounced.
That's Tiffany, the woman who hasn't had an orgasm in 2 years.
Hey, I'm not telling you that I'm the hottest person alive.
You just did. You just said you're the hottest.
No, she's the hottest server at the North Scottsdale TGI Fridays.
And I'm asking, is the minimum weight limit 300?
Oh, my gosh. I would kill myself if I weighed 300 pounds.
Well, I mean, we better call 911 then. They're going to have to pick someone up soon, because that's what you sound like. You sound like a fat heifer that met some gay guy that came up with the deal to make you look good, to make him look straight, while he still goes around and has his relationships with all the other men servers at TGIF.
Oh. Well, that's just great. I sound like a big fat woman. But if I was fat, trust me, I'd be at the gym every day, because I would not like to get fat.
Well, can you fit through the gym door?
Yeah, I can, actually, really.
Actually, women over 180 in Scottsdale are forbidden by law. I don't know if you've ever been to Scottsdale.
My parents live in Phoenix.
They're all like
there is a law.
110 pounds.
No, if you're 180 pounds, you have to live in Ahwatukee. You cannot live within the city limits of Scottsdale. Not allowed.
I mean, Tom, it sounds like when someone orders some potato skins, they come 1 or 2 short when she delivers them.
Oh, boy.
That was mean.
Oh, boy. I don't even want to get into what you think your boyfriend is eating.
Tom. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom.
I rarely listen to you. My husband is a huge fan. Every time we get in the car, it changes to your station, and we have to listen to Tom.
Oh, I hate that.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show on 1-800-5800-TOM, coming to you from our nation's capital, Los Angeles, California. 1-800-5800-TOM. Talking about a study, many of you sent it in to us, that says that while marriage builds net worth, 3/4 of it is lost in a divorce. So why get married at all? Rob on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Sure.
Anyways, I was just calling about that last broad that was on saying that her boyfriend spends all her money. She's 21.
No, she spends the boyfriend's money.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm 21, too, and I tell my girlfriend I'm dead broke. I have her spending money on me. Just thought I'd give a little advice out to the listeners.
Oh, there you go. Just tell them you don't have anything.
Yeah, I just say, hey, I don't have any money.
Then when she wants to go to a movie, you say, I can't afford that. It's $11, for God's sake. I can't do that.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't want to be spending that $11.
$5 for popcorn? Are you kidding? Can't afford it. Well, if you want to go on vacation, you're going to have to take me because I can't afford it. Have you seen what airfares are these days? Forget it.
Do you know what gas prices are? It's like, come on.
Oh, you know what a hotel room costs? My God, it's like $165 a night. Forget it.
Yeah, she's still in school, too, and what she does is she just puts it all on Mom's credit card.
There we go.
And anyways, I'm sitting here...
And by the way, she puts it on Mom's credit card. There's probably the ex-husband who's probably paying Mom's credit card.
You know what? That's exactly right.
You know that's right. Exactly. There's a man paying for it somewhere down the line, believe me.
Yeah, I know the guy, too. We're friends.
Oh, she probably... Mom probably has a boyfriend or a booty call or somebody who's helping her pay the bills.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
I'm sure it's true.
Out there in Palm Desert, going to the nice restaurants.
Mom can probably suck a basketball through a garden hose.
Daughter can.
Yeah, well, like daughter, like mother, like daughter.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anyways, well, she's out blowing money on me. I'm putting away a nice little bankroll, keeping myself in school, above water.
Love this. So somebody that her mom is stooping is paying for you to go out to dinner, go on vacation, and all that.
There you go.
Love it.
Just because I say I don't have any money.
That's a very good technique. I'm liking that. But you have to say it once you get her in the door. If you tell her that before she becomes your girlfriend, she'll run for the exit.
I absolutely agree with that.
You have to avoid the subject until after you've got her in the door.
Oh, yeah.
Well, very good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Rob.
Hey, thank you, Tom. I hope you have a great day.
All right, you too. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Ron on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
How you doing?
Okay.
Me? I'm doing better, especially after what I've gone through.
What have you been through, Ron? Tell us.
Yeah, I'd like to confirm everything you said because it is all true. And I wish I wish I knew about you when this was happening. But anyways, I lost about a good 75% of my net worth.
Just like the story says.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I was married for 11 years, and she was charging up money throughout the marriage and promised she wouldn't do it. And finally called the show and asked for some advice. And he gave me a number to call to get financial counseling and go to a budgeting class. And I asked her about it and said, hey, we'll make an evening of it or a day, and, we'll go out for a nice dinner. Let's see what we can do about this. And she just slammed my home office door right in my face. And that was the beginning and the end.
Wow.
And so, there's so much to say right now. I hope I remember it all. But anyways, I filed for divorce to get out of it. And during the divorce, she forged my signature on a couple of credit cards.
Oh, isn't that nice?
And I had to hire an additional attorney on this to go after her. I had to file a police report and everything. And from what I found out, she charged up a whole bunch of money, probably up to $100,000 in her own name after that, and filed bankruptcy. And then we found out that there's this Chapter 13 that protects her from fraud. So there's a law to help you, protect you from breaking the law. And she got away with it completely.
Wow. So she had better attorneys than you did.
At first, yeah. Let me tell you, these attorneys, too, is another story. They promise you all this stuff up front, and it doesn't turn out that way at all. And you still have to pay them.
I know. Well, they love to promise you're going to win. You got a great case here. You're going to kick her ass. Oh, yeah, some of them are very aggressive.
Right.
Then when they don't, they say, well, we can't guarantee results.
That's true.
I know.
So we had a bunch of rentals that I bought, and a few of them with my inheritance when we started off with, and she was making the payments because, you know, I was working my job, and I was doing maintenance on the houses and everything, and she promised she was making the mortgages, who are with the lender that I'm with. And she decided to keep all the rents and not pay the mortgages for a couple months there, and I started getting these late notices.
Very nice. But, Ron, how long were you married to this peach?
11 years.
11 years. Did it take you 11 years to figure this out?
No. Well, it's just, you know, it's the same old story with everybody else. You know, we had kids, so I tried to make it work. And she kept, you know, the more I made through the years, the more she spent. And she was never satisfied. There was times I was making over $10,000 a month, and she still told me right in my face, "You don't make enough."
Yeah, but then why would you stay?
I didn't now.
No. After 11 years, you didn't stay.
Correct.
Why'd you wait 11 years?
Naive.
Are you paying vagina money?
I was paying 75% of my net income the first 3 years of the separation, yes.
That's wonderful.
75%. And I had to pay, and I was stuck with all the bills. They ordered me to pay all the bills plus that. How did I do it? Well, I had to juggle money around. I had to rent out my rooms to pay the mortgages.
Yeah. No point in getting married. Another testimonial there, Ron. Thank you.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Tom does not tell us men how to think. Tom simply verbalizes. Hey, listen, bitch, now I'm talking.
He told you how to think.
Here's how conversation works. You get to talk and I listen, then I talk and you think about something else.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Chad on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 How you doing, my father?
Doing okay, son. How are you?
All right. We're not married, but we do have a child together.
Why'd you do that?
Well, it just kind of happened.
No, it didn't. You had sex without a condom. Why'd you do that?
Well, yeah, we did. And
Why? No, you did. Why'd you do that?
I don't know, just because I did.
No. Here's why. Because you didn't give a rat's ass about yourself. You didn't care about your future. Didn't bother to think about what the economic impact of that would be to you, how it would change your life. Because you didn't think much of yourself at the time.
Well, I've asked her. I said, "Do you want to get married?" She's like, "I don't know. We seem like we're doing okay like this. Let's just, go down this road." All right, whatever. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Better for you because if you split up, you don't have to pay vagina money.
Right. I mean, but
why would you want to get married?
Well, not really that I want to. I just asked her.
Why would you do? You asked her because you want to do it.
Well, I think it's because family pushes me, ask me this, ask me that.
Well, are they prepared to pay the vagina money if the marriage doesn't work out?
No way.
Well, that's my point. You tell the family, they put it in writing that if you split up, that they pay the spousal support.
Well, you've been divorced 4 times, but no children, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I just...
By design, Chad, because I did wear a condom.
Well, I have,
No, the fact that you have is not enough. You have to do it every time. Every single time.
I mean, but now, I just ask her. She knows that I won't let her take the child from me, and I know that she won't let me take the child from me. So she says, well, I guess we're stuck together, huh?
Well, you could both hire lawyers and go down that road.
I don't know. We don't fight or anything. Everything's just kind of cool. We're just going down the road.
So why don't you just leave things alone?
I am. I just thought...
That's nothing to gain for you by getting married. Nothing.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just said...
Nothing. What would you gain? What would you gain? What would you gain? Tell it to me.
Really? I don't think anything.
Then why would you do it?
I just thought maybe... see her reaction. See what she said.
You're so full of crap. You're one of these guys. You can't even own up to who you are and what you're about. You just want to do what you're supposed to do so everybody will leave you alone.
Well, I'm getting older. I asked her.
So what?
Okay. I asked her, I said, I robbed you of your 20s, and I know you didn't get to go have fun and this and that, and I said, I had a blast. I could have made it last another year or so, but, 31, we had a child. Okay, now I'm 34. Okay, cool. All right, I'll go down this. I asked her, I said, do you want to go? There's the door. Do you want to come back in whenever you want or what? She's like, no, I like this, just like this. I said, all right, that's cool.
Chad, you know what? It sounds to me like you don't give any of this stuff any thought. Like about what any of this stuff would do for you. It's pretty outrageous. Thanks a lot for the call.
The Tom Leykis Show.